Hi, and welcome to the introduction of Money Masters. I'm Leon Swartz, and with me in the studio today I have Lizanne van Niekerk, the Head of Marketing at Oneserv. Hi, Lizanne.
Hi, Leon. Nice to be here today.
Good. And Brendan Brown, International Entrepreneur and Lifestyle Guru. Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Leon. Hello, Lizanne.
Hi, Brendan.
Today we are going to talk about the big entrepreneurial dream, some of the challenges entrepreneurs face, and how to overcome them. Brendan, we're going to start with you today. During your career, you've started many businesses yourself and also assisted other people with starting their own businesses. What would you say are the predominant reasons that people enter into their own businesses these days?
Leon, before we get right into that, can I just tell you a little bit about myself and where I come from first? You gave me quite a title in the introduction there, and it sounds fancy and all, but I'm just a normal guy who, looks for opportunities anywhere in the world and finds ways to help other people benefit from those opportunities. And in turn, I somehow seem to enjoy a lifestyle most people dream of. Mm-hmm. My wife and I have been traveling the world for the last 5 months, and all while operating our business completely online, and it's been a fantastic way to do business and to learn about business, and we've been delivering extraordinary results for our clients. Yes. And all while being completely geographically free, so it's been quite an exciting time for us. Basically, I can do anything I want to do, whenever I want to do it, and wherever I want to do it from. I even launched my latest South African business opportunity from Orlando, and the next day I was sipping Mai Tais in Miami, so it was quite a fun time to do that.
Wow, that's like living in a dream world.
It is. Sometimes I don't even believe I'm actually living this life, but it's quite exciting. I still, even though we travel a lot, I love doing business with South Africans and in South Africa, and it's always nice to come back home, and experience it, back here a little bit. So that's pretty much me in short. But now let me actually answer your question. So Leon, usually what sets people on the path to becoming an entrepreneur is the big dream. I mean, it's what drove me to become an entrepreneur, and being your own boss, being in control, swimming in all the money like Scrooge McDuck, it's this big fantasy about what life would be like if they could just be their own boss and own their own business. Actually, people, 98% of people actually stay poor, and sometimes the very thought of staying poor is what often acts as the incentive to explore opportunities and try and derive additional and larger streams of income. Mm-hmm. So, generally small businesses start up. The fear of poverty and the need for sufficient retirement income and that type of thing can quite often be the reason. There are also, economic drivers such as market demand within a certain industry. If we think back a few years, one of the major examples that comes to mind is the property boom. We had little building contractors popping up all over the place. So that market demand was what was driving it. So we have all of these little businesses starting up all over the place, purely driven by market demand, by what the people actually want. And many people also dream of being their own boss. I mentioned it earlier, but they relish that opportunity to really be their own boss and to not be dependent on a company for keeping their job. And they also enjoy the pride of what goes with saying that they own their own business and that they're actually in control of their destiny and their future. And sometimes you get a wake-up call that working for a large corporate is not as secure a position as everyone would make out to believe.
Brendan, being an international traveller and entrepreneur, do you find this trend of people needing their own business and having that support and infrastructure, being an entrepreneur, do you find that across the world, or is it something very specific to specific countries?
Well, ultimately, people are people, regardless of where they are in the world, and they're usually driven by the same incentives, regardless of where they are in the world. So anybody based in South Africa would, find an opportunity related to a specific market demand or an idea or something like that. Yes. And the same thing's happening in India and in Thailand. And people, if they don't have a job or if they can't find their way out, they need to create an income somehow, and businesses start.